Good evening. January the 14th, 2024, the day before Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. So thank you for tuning in to On the Cutting Room Floor, presented by Publicity Agents. I'm the host, Tony Harvey. And, hey, let me tell you how it went down tonight with the Sacramento Kings. Okay, they lose 143-142 in overtime to the Milwaukee Bucks in Milwaukee, Wisconsin at the Fiserv Forum. So the Kings, they fall to 23-16 on the season, 10-9 on the road, and they have lost a second game on a 5-game road trip after starting 2-0. So they have one more road trip. That will be Tuesday, January the 16th, against the Phoenix Suns in Phoenix, Arizona. Yes, the Sacramento Kings. So Milwaukee Bucks. Ooh, boy, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Milwaukee Bucks. All right. They improved to 28-12 on the year. 19-4 at home at the Fiserv Forum, and they have beaten the Sacramento Kings 15 straight times. And if I heard it correctly on the telecast, De'Aaron Fox have never beaten this team in his 6-7 year career. And he had a perfect chance tonight. Okay, there's many ways to start with this. But in overtime, the Kings were up. The Kings were up. Boy, they was up by a good grip. Let's see why I gather myself on this one. The Kings were up 141 to 137 with about 34 seconds left. But after that time, they could have increased the lead. But old Brook Lopez, he hit a 3-pointer that made it 141 to 140. Okay? Now, I mention that because right before Brook Lopez made that 3-pointer, made that tray in 3-point territory, Malik Monk missed 2 free throws that would have put him up at least by 6 points, or at least 5 or 6 points if he had made 1, or if he made 2. Okay? And we know Malik Monk is a knockdown free throw shooter, but I think he was 6 for 10 shooting in this game. Going into this game, he was an 87% free throw shooter. Okay, so he did that. Brook Lopez, boom. Okay, he makes that shot. So it's 141-140, Sacramento Kings lead. All right. Then there was a turnover. I believe that was committed by Domantas Sabonis. But outside of that, okay, the Kings get the ball back. All right. De'Aaron Fox was fouled. 5.2 seconds left in the game. Okay. 5.2 seconds game. De'Aaron Fox missed his first free throw. So there's 3 straight free throws that they missed. Monk missed 2. Fox missed his first on the front end of a one-on-one. Okay. Excuse me. It wasn't a one-on-one. It was 2 shots automatic. But anyway, he missed the first shot. He makes the second shot. So it's 142 to 140. 5 seconds left. Okay. Of course, the ball was inbound. It goes to Damian Lillard. I got something to say right after this. Okay. Damian Lillard hit a tray at the buzzer to win the game. Damian Lillard, who used to play for Portland Trailblazers for many, many years. Okay. Now, like I said, there's many things that went on with this game, and I'll explain this too. But I have to say this before I go into my full presentation about this game, my retrospective examination, observation. I follow Damian Lillard on Instagram, and I remember a few seasons ago, during the off season, I'm sure he was in Oakland, east or west, I'm not sure, but he was definitely in Oakland, and he has a football in his hand, and there's some little kids out there playing with him, and he has a football, okay? So these kids ran deep, and Damian got this football. And he fires it down probably, I'm just guessing, okay, 30, 40, 50 yards. I ain't gonna say 50 yards, but it was a nice sparrow on this throw by Damian Lillard, okay? And one of the kids caught it, and it was on target. It was on target. But I just love the sparrow, the direction that it was going, all right? It was a sunny day. Like I said, it was off season, so this was during this summer, okay? Damian Lillard loves something that has to do with distance, long distance, okay? Because this was probably a 28, no, I wouldn't say 28. This is at least a 30, 31, 32 foot shot that he took. Dropped it to the rim and then won the game. Damian Lillard. Okay? Damian Lillard. So yeah, all right. Real tough game because compared to the other night when the Kings lost in Philadelphia, it was just something going on with that game. They was not in rhythm, but they were playing to keep up. They lost by 19 points, but they were playing to keep up. They were playing through it. Okay, I kind of felt good about that. Of course, everybody else had different opinions. I really thought that they could go in here and play much better against the Milwaukee Bucks because this was 48 hours, which they did. They got out to a 37-32 point lead in the first. They had a 9-point lead. I think Darren had about 12 points in that first quarter, and it was quite evident that Domantas Sabonis was going to have a good game, and he did record another triple-double, which is his 7th in 13 games. And, of course, he had another double-double on top of that, so that would be his 22nd straight double-double. So I feel good about the way they played. As a matter of fact, they did play well tonight, okay? The defense was there. Everything was there. Some crazy stuff happened at the end. Mike Brown get ejected. And I've never seen a coach come to the press conference with a laptop and explain why he was ejected, but he had a valid point about things that some of these calls is being called by these referees, these officials. Come on now, what are y'all doing? All right, okay. I'm not talking about all the time that everything has to go in the King's way. And yes, you are human. You do make mistakes, but some of these mistakes is absolutely outrageous, ridiculous. Okay? And it's gotten worse this season. All right? I don't know what's going on. Do y'all vet to see what these officials are doing? Or, to be perfectly honest, do you see what type of lifestyle that they're living? I know they get paid well. They get probably $400,000, $500,000 a year, to officiate these games. Okay, but check and see what type of friends that they hang with, because that's what I learned about Conahee when he threw that game against the Kings and the Lakers over 20 years ago. Okay, he had a friend that helped him fix those games. All right, he done went on record and said these types of things. Could you please look and see what's going on with these people, lifestyles, or at least something, okay, or reprimand them about the work that they're doing out there on the floor. Okay, because one of the things that really upset Mike Brown about, I think it was Cameron Payne, who hooked De'Aaron Fox on the play. It should have been called for a foul. Okay? De'Aaron turns the ball over. No call. What is happening here? Okay? There was a game back here on that 4-game road trip that I'm sure with the Orlando Magic game, which the Kings, beat the Magic in overtime. But they came back with like 6 errors in that game, all on the officiating. Okay, and one was clearly because Paolo Banchero lost the ball out of bounds, and they called it on the Kings. Okay, they get another chance and they score. And then in the same game, like there was something else went down to. They didn't even think about looking at the replay. I'll forget it. Okay, it was clear that anyway. There's something that has. Hey, look. You never want the officiating to be part of the game, but I'm sorry, NBA, National Basketball Association, Adam Silver. I want to know what's going on with this stuff. Because this stuff is crazy. All right? Darko from Toronto, the head coach there. He just he went on a tirade about the officiating in a game that they had against the Lakers. He just came right out with it. Okay? If you're going to call a game like that and let them win, let us know so we don't have to show up. Because it was something about the free throw differential, disproportionately distributed, obviously. Okay, what is going on? We know that these people are human. They are. But I have not seen so many blown calls among the Kings game and other games across the leagues because I watch a lot of NBA basketball. It's like 3 teams out there. And this is only supposed to be 2. And one of these other teams, the third team that I'm talking about, okay, is being a factor. Now, the Kings could have won this game tonight. I talked about this at the top. Malik missing those 2 free throws. De'Aaron missing that 1. Okay, and then you know how the game goes. You do want to see a game in like that. Okay, you want to see a buzzer beater. Okay, but all the stuff that in between or leading right up to that should not happen. With none of the 30 teams in the National Basketball Association. None of that should be taking place. Woo! That's my rant on the situation. I've been wanting to talk about this ever since that the Orlando Magic game that the Kings played. It's tough. All right. Anyway, De'Aaron Fox, 32 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals. 3 steals, okay? 12 for 26 from the field shooting, 2 for 6, 3-point territory, 6 for 7 at the charity stripe. But that one that he missed, oh my gosh. All right. Okay. Played 42 minutes tonight. Kevin Huerter was definitely a hero in this game. I have to give it up to him, okay? He came in with the right mindset. Matter of fact, this is the guy that I've been looking for all season, okay? There's a doppelganger fan that comes to go to one center. And this guy looked just like Kevin, okay? He looks like Kevin. He has his hair cut like Kevin. He has red hair like Kevin, okay? Probably about 6'4", 6'3" at that, okay? He wears his uniform, all right? He sits right out in front of us there in the in front of the press box in 105 where all the media, the members of the media sit, okay? I was about to go up and ask him, hey, are you the real Kevin Huerter and this other guy is not on the floor? But let's get all around that. Kevin played a great two-way game tonight, offensively and defensively, okay? 26 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. 10 for 14 shooting from the field, made 6 of 9 shots in 3-point territory. Okay? And he played his butt off. He got key rebounds. He got key stops. He was playing defense. He was playing defense. He was the man. I mean, there was a stretch there that he made like 3 straight threes that the Kings needed. They were down to. He really kept them in his game with his shooting and his defense. So he returns after he had a tweak ankle in the game before that. He didn't play in the 76ers game. And then obviously they didn't need him in the game for that. But he returned to the lineup and he did start. Now, something else was going on with Keegan Murray, which I will get to that right now. I think he had a hip irritation, left or right hip irritation, so he didn't play the second half. So Trey Lyles started the second half. But yeah, Kevin Huerter, hey, right on, man, righteous. I appreciate that. I've been wanting to see that for quite some time. I hope that's the beginning of great things for you, because it's been a tough year for you, tough season. We want to see you perform and perform well. Tonight, okay, that was a valiant effort that you gave the Kings and the Sacramento Kings fans. I just hope you're right back on track as far as your psyche. Great performance. Monk, 28 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. 9 for 21 shooting from the field, 4 from 9 3-point land. Okay, as I mentioned before, he was 6 for 10. He made 6 shots out of 10 attempts at the free throw line. That's not Malik Monk. Okay, and 2 of those misses, as I told you earlier, in overtime that they missed, were costly. All right. Matter of fact, there was a Harrison Barnes sighting, and he did really, really well, and I'm glad he did without the service of Keegan Murray. He had 14 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal. But when you have somebody like a Giannis Antetokounmpo out there on the floor, okay, you got to really pay attention to details and defend him well. Sometimes you have to put 2. I seen 3 players on him at one time. He only had 1 point in the first quarter. Okay, but after that, he took off. He's not a really good free throw shooter anyway. Okay, matter of fact, he missed a free throw in regulation. Okay, that could have put them up at least by they could have put them up by 3 points. Okay, De'Aaron Fox come down, go straight on in and make a layup and ties the game and send the game into overtime. Okay, so I don't say nothing like that, but I was looking forward for Giannis to miss that free throw, and he did exactly that. But right on to you, man. HB, Harrison Barnes. Thank you. All right. Trey Lyles. Stuff don't show up in the stats, but he was there on the defensive end. But he only had 9 points in 33 minutes. He played 33 minutes in place of Keegan Murray. So he started Keegan Murray too. Keegan only played 19 minutes. He had 4 points. And I think, of course, who he was holding? Giannis. Okay. It was a great effort. It really, really was. It really was. Okay. Damian Lillard on the other side, Milwaukee Bucks. He just looked awfully different out there in a Bucks uniform. I'm not just saying because he changed teams. A lot of players in this league, but just something looked different there. I know they're not a great defensive player team, but they were playing defense tonight. At least they had to. I thought it was going to be crazy early in. High-scoring affair, but there was some good defense on both sides. Damian Lillard, 29 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. He was 9 for 23 shooting from the floor, made 5 of 13 in 3-point territory. He made all 6 of his shots from the free throw line, okay, in 41 minutes. And he had the game winner, that Trey at the end in overtime. Okay, Giannis, 27 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, so he had a triple-double, 3 steals. Okay, 9 for 16 from the field, 9 for 14 free throws. Okay, it should have been a lot, but he made 2 crucial free throws in regulation before he missed the final one. And De'Aaron Fox took care of that business, all right? Brook Lopez, I mentioned, he made that key 3. Okay, they were down 137. They were down 141, 137. He made that 3. That was pretty much a changer there too. That was a significant shot. Okay, and we also know that he can shoot those threes. He's a 7-footer, but he can shoot threes, and they definitely needed that 3 in overtime. 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocks, 40 minutes. Okay, Malik Beasley, killer. Woo! 23 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 7 for 12. Okay, now remember now, he had 23 points. He was 7 for 12 from shooting from the field, but he made 5. 5 of 9 in 3-point territory, but he missed a couple down. He missed a couple in there. He was shooting really well. I mean, he was 4 for 5, I believe, in the first quarter. I mean, the first half. Made all 4 of his free throws. Okay, in 45 minutes. Okay, Portis. Oh my God. Okay, and in that fourth quarter, he was the man down the stretch. Okay, hit a couple threes too. Portis, 22 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist. He was 9 for 11 from the field, 2 for 2, 3-point land, and he made both his free throws. He did all of this in 25 minutes. Oh boy, that guy. All right, and Cameron Payne, 15 points, 1 assist, 1 steal in 15 minutes, but he was 5-7 from the field, 3 or 4 from 3-point land, made both his free throws. So they get the win. They had to beat Golden State Warriors the night before, so they were on the back-to-back, so they definitely had enough gas to come back and win this game. Mike Brown gets ejected because of that missed call on Cameron Payne, who fouled De'Aaron Fox with the hooked arm, holding his arm, actually, pulling his arm back. And Mike went crazy. So our associate head coach, Jordi Fernandez, took over. Jordi, man, he's going to get his chance. He's going to get one of these NBA teams. And I really hope he does soon. Okay, because as we know, he coached Canada. They beat USA in the championships over the last summer and stuff, and that was thanks to him, and they won the whole thing. But this guy, this is the second time that Mike Brown has got ejected for a game, and Jordy has come in to win. Matter of fact, they beat Toronto. That was in December 14, 2022. He didn't get that same result in this game, but I did like some of the things that he was doing once he took over for Jordy. And I want to give it up to him and the rest of the Kings coaching staff for keeping that team together, because they almost pulled this out. Okay, a valiant effort all around, uncommon valor. You want to call it that? All right, just came up short, and head coach Adrian Griffin for the Milwaukee Bucks, he gets to win. He gets to win. So, tough loss. Okay. Extremely tough loss. But the Kings, they played well. They have one more to go on this trip. The Bucks led 68-66 at the half. I think they were up 63-66, and then Malik Beasley hit a basket, and then he hits a tray, and then they're up 68-66 at the half. Wow. And the Kings right now, they are now 3-1 in overtime games this season. I'm definitely okay with that. That was a really, really good game. That was a two-way game from the Kings. I don't know one that just came up short. But 3 missed shots. 3 missed shots. Missed calls by the officials. Okay, Mike Brown getting ejected. Brook Lopez hitting that key three in overtime to keep his team alive, and then Damian Lillard finishing off the Kings. Right. Heard a little bit of Mike Brown press conference after the game, and he came to the presser with a laptop because he wanted everybody to see exactly what happened. And in my opinion, I saw it before, but then he comes bring it back and does his own replay. He was right. Just how he described it. This man was right. He's NBA official. Come on, Adam Silver. You're always doing things to improve the game. All right. This league has been in operation since what? 1947, I believe. What's the deal with the officiating? Why are we having these issues? And I'm not just talking about the Sacramento Kings, okay? It's errors all over the place. Now, I'll just say like this. If you're sitting in Golden One Center, okay, amongst nearly 18,000 fans, and I'm not talking about the staff and personnel that works the game, okay, the ushers, security, concessions, and we all see the same thing, but they don't. Okay, it's always got to be 1 to 3 officials on that floor that don't see what everybody else sees. That's crazy, man. Come on, Adam. All right? And I'm sure we're going to get that old 42-minute report that doesn't really does anything, you know, here tomorrow before the next game for sure, Tuesday. It's not really going to change anything. But, oh, we missed some calls. Oh, yeah. Next game. This is really totally freaking ridiculous, folks. Oh yeah, Sasha. This is golf. He played tonight. Had 4 points. Came in, he did a couple things, you know, he's trying his best. Okay. There were some ticks out there for him with Keegan Murray sideline with this hip issue. I'm gonna say a hip injury at this point. So I hope he's be okay for the flight to Phoenix, and he's able to play in the next 48 hours. Yeah, it was a right hip irritation, Keegan. So he did not play the second half, and Trey Lyles started in the spot. So yeah. The Monsters get another triple-double. Right on, man. Right on. Just did not get that. Just did not get that. I believe Mike was ejected at the 9:30 tick of the fourth quarter. That's when he completely lost it. And not only that, it fired up the team. Okay, they lost their leader, so they had to depend on the lieutenant, the captain, Jordi Fernandez. And I think he filled in admirably. Okay. The Bucks were without Chris Middleton. Obviously, they didn't need him. They didn't win the ball game. So there's there. So yeah, you know, they ramped up the intensity and they played with urgency, but they came up short. I'm talking about our Sacramento Kings. But this officiating, oh my gosh, okay. Number one, yeah, no. Can't be missing no free throws. See, now y'all know I'm talking about the Kings, okay, why these free throws are so important, okay. I don't care what it is. I like to see y'all shooting in the 80% range, okay. And I don't know what the pressure was or, you know, anything like that, but I still put my money on Malik Monk to go up there and take those 2 free throws any day. De'Aaron Fox too. But this officiating, no. No, 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 no. I'm not for the Sacramento Kings and not for the other 29 teams in this league, in the association. Should have to endure this incompetent style of officiating. Period. No. You ain't gonna sit here and tell me that. Okay? What's going on in their heads? Okay? Are they dealing with some type of mental illness? Okay? Because mental wellness today is, hey, get some help if you need some problem. Because it's affecting your officiating right now. All right? Get some help. Do something. We need to know what's going on here. They always, the officiating, it should be guarded. But when you seeing these things over and over and over again, folks, and you know what I'm talking about, okay? If 18,000 people in the arena seeing, hey, that's not right, but no, you guys know, okay? You got a replay center coming in from where? New Jersey, somewhere. Okay, there was a couple calls reversed tonight on Coach's Challenge. What's up? Come on. What's up? All right, well, before I sign off, I just learned today that Marvin Bagley is packing his bags again. He was traded to the Washington Wizards with the other player, Livers. Okay, he wasn't playing over there anyway. They got some frontline players. Obviously, are doing a lot better than what he's been doing. But I hope once he make this stop, he should get an opportunity. It's another bad team. Okay, all right. But I hope he gets another opportunity to continue to prove himself in this league, because Washington may not be his last stop. But what I know about Marvin Bagley III, he's a professional. He has always been like that. As you know, he had a tough time here in Sacramento. Okay, we also know, what's going on with that draft position between him and Luka Doncic. Okay, it's written in stone. That's never going to change. Okay, but you are still in this league. I believe Detroit did sign him to a 3-year, $37 million deal. That was reported. So he should be in the second year of that. So he has one more year. Okay, hopefully, he'll catch on and he'll be a serviceable player, in this league. So we'll see what happens with that. And I think that was more to for Detroit to save face. Hey, they gave him a chance. Okay, but they done brought in some more younger players, and they're doing really well. Okay, Detroit is struggling, but they got some nice they got some nice pieces to work with here in the future. So Monty Williams, I do believe that at some point that they will have that team on track. It's just been a really tough year right now, and the way I see it, they cut Marvin loose to let him get another try with another team. Basically, another team that really needs help, the Washington Wizards. So we'll see that. But fine young man, great attitude. He's only fear God, like myself, and it's always good to have that type of faith. And hopefully, he'll get his athletic. I'm not going to say his issues together, orientated, organized, and he can make a difference for the Wizards, make a difference in the association. So I wish you well, as always, Marvin, and you and your family. See how that goes. So, okay, the Sacramento Kings got one more journey on this 5-game road trip. They are 2-2. They could come back home 3-2. I was hoping that they could at least come back 5-0 for 4-1. That's not going to happen, but at least you can come back one game over 500. playing the Phoenix Suns. All right. I believe Bradley Beal is back in the lineup, so they might be facing him along with Devin Booker. I don't know what Kevin Durant's status is, but that game will be played Tuesday, January the 16th in Phoenix, Arizona. Then the Kings will be back home. I think just only for 2 games. And that game will be the the Indiana Pacers on Thursday, January the 18th. Now, they won't have the service of Tyrese Halliburton, who's probably still out with a hamstring injury. So look forward to see that. I think we might see Buddy Hield though. But first thing first, got to get this win, got to get this W in Phoenix. I have been talking for the last 46 minutes. I usually don't take it on this. I think more of that time went to this bad officiating, and it should. Okay. That was actually a good game, Sacramento Kings. You came up short in overtime, but it's there. And once again, congratulations to Kevin Huerter, for a really great performance tonight. I'm out of here. I'll be at home all day watching these MLK activities, which I normally do because I do like to see some of the things that's going on across the nation. Because he was a great man, a great passionate man, and he loved life and he loved his work. Civil rights advocate, okay, a humanitarian. So that's my thought about Dr. Martin Luther King. Peace, love, and solidarity.